Someone sent in by Sid Ross. Sid sent a bunch of great ones in. Thank you, Sid. It's an anonymous Yahoo Answers user who I'm going to call the Quaker Oats guy. Looking at him, he looks regal. Regal Beagle. Quaker Oats guy asks,
Is there an ad for Quaker Oats on your desktop right now, like on the screen, or are
no,
you
it's
just
my
looking
desktop
at-
background is an ad for Quaker Oats. I just love them. I love these guys. So Quaker Oats guy asks, and this is almost a riddle me piss. It's 12:46 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too early / late in the day to make tortellini? I gotta know.
Huh.
It's 12:46 a.m. And to answer this one, we really have to look at the whole sort of clock, using 12:46 as like the fulcrum of it, and try to figure out, it's almost certainly too early for pasta time.
But yeah,
no one's making pasta. At least, you wake up at 6:30 at the earliest and maybe start chowing down on pasta. That seems weird, but you've made it now 6 hours in advance. It's gonna be not great. I think it's definitely too early in the day to have tortellini, but I guess it's again a question of perspective.
Tortellini. What kind of stuffing are we talking about with this tortellini? Because it seems like if you got maybe egg. Or maybe bacon, you might have yourself a kind of a breakfast tortellini.
Now, Justin, I would argue that the stuffing does not change the fact that this would still be about 6 hours before you could justifiably have breakfast.
Yep. I mean, Saturday Night Live just ended. I'm real horny. Got to work this off by making my own tortellini and stuffing it with breakfast.
Wait, are you making it from scratch? I assume this is like a frozen scenario, perhaps a refrigerated scenario.
Nah,
You're like cranking out the dough and everything?
I
Nobody's
think
doing
so.
that. What time was it?
12:46 a.m.
Nobody's
I'm horny
making
as
dough.
hell. SNL just ended. Had me a good belly laugh at that one. And I need a way to work out these jimmies.
Well, now, I don't know how long it takes to make tortellini from scratch. 12:46 might be the right time to start if you want to have it for lunch the next day.
It doesn't take long. Any pastas are very quick. They come together quick. You put them in the machine.
No, you're making it from scratch, my man.
From scratch, you come together quick. You put it
You
in the
don't
machine.
know.
You throw together the ingredients. You put it in the machine. You fold it into shapes. You wrap it around stuffing. You crimp.
And now it's
And you're
6:30
you're on
a.m.
the way. You get the deep fat fryer going.
Mm-hmm.
And then throw it all in the trash and go to Olive Garden because you don't know how to make it.
Tortellini certainly seems like maybe one of the more challenging pastas to try to make from scratch yourself.
Definitely. Anything full, it's going to be tough.
But it's fun because if you get bored of eating it, you can pick them up and use them as like little rings. I used to do that when I was a kid. I'd have little tortellini rings, and everyone thought it was really cute.
Oh, shit, this is a trick question.
Oh,
Okay.
This person works a shift where they go into work like 4 a.m. to noon. And so 12 for them is like it's the breakfast. They're having, that's brunch.
yeah. The other possibility here,
Possibility, please.
thank you, Travis, my brilliant brother, is that once you reach a certain age, you can do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want to.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do this, but you need some sort of... all you have to do to justify this, the only person you have to justify this to is yourself, and the Holy Spirit that dwells within you.
Yes.
Because that's the end of the day, you just got to be able to fall asleep after this at 2:15 a.m. after you've made and consumed the tortellini. If you just treat it like, okay, so I had dinner, and then SNL started up, but during commercial break, I jetted on down to Taco Bell for fourth meal. Mm-hmm. And as everybody knows, the traditional fifth meal is a homemade pasta that you made yourself.
Is half a serving of is tortellini. Like,
Right.
you don't need a full serving. Come on. We're not getting silly here. This is, can I say, Griffin, to your point,
Thank you.
you reach a certain age where you can eat and do whatever you want whenever you want, but your body begins to reject it in a way that I feel is like inverse and unfair. Like,
Yeah.
when I'm a child, I could have eaten ice cream every meal,
Yeah.
3 to 4 meals in a day, but I was not allowed to. But
Yeah.
now at 35, if I do that in one day, I'll die.
Yeah. I would, when I was a kid, I would pack 3 packs of Gushers for my lunch, and Dad would see that and say, "No, you don't." And now that I'm an adult, it's like my body is my dad.
It's my favorite John Mayer song.
Is that what dad bod means?
As long as you live under my skin, you'll obey my rules.
Hey, young man.
It's kind of like Krang, Griffin. The brain that lives in your belly pilots the entire operation. That's kind of what you're
Yes,
dealing with.
but it would be like if the rest of Craig was like, I think I like pizza tonight. And Craig was like, we'll be up all night with Hot Man.
You don't think that shell that Krang rode around in did want pizza? That thing nothing has ever looked like it wanted pizza more than Krang's body.
Right.
That shell suit is maybe the saddest character in all of television ever. He didn't ever get to do anything he wanted. He wanted to hang out with, maybe he liked the turtles. He liked their flips and their pizza. And he had to fight against them. That's sad.
Did those cowards ever put Krang in a movie?
It
I'm
wouldn't
going
be.
to say no, because he would have looked, if you're talking live action, he would have looked like a shaved scrotum, and I think I'd remember that.
Yeah, like tummy nuts.
Here's a quick update. He appears in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, and he is voiced by Brad Garrett.
Wait.
The perfect
right.
person. That's the one person I hope would play Krang.
And Ray Romano does the body's voice.
Shredder!